Hey secondary school, welcome back to another edition of Mini Chapels. Hope you guys had a great Songkran break. This week we're actually very special Mini Chapel because we're talking about Easter Sunday.
Happy Easter!
And so, if you remember from the last mini chapel, we talked about something called Good Friday. Good Friday was the day where Jesus died on the cross, and so we're going to continue that story, continue that discussion today. So a question that comes with Good Friday is, what does the cross mean, or how do we view the cross?
That's a really good question, Mr. Seth. You know, it's funny because nowadays when we see the cross, we often think of Christianity. We think of an ambulance or the Red Cross. You know, all those symbols of love, hope, and essentially good feelings, you know. But back then, during Jesus' days, the cross had a whole different meaning.
The cross was just a way that you died. It was for the worst of the worst criminals. It was just a way for the Roman government to show their power. And so the cross was seen as this way to end life.
When we say crucified, think of it this way. You've got these big nails that are being hammered into the palm of your hands, hammered into your wrist, and then hammered in between your 2 feet, and you're literally just hanging on this cross, slowly dying. It's not a quick death. It takes a while for you to actually die from crucifixion.
And so, again, this goes back to what we talked about last mini chapel of how is this a good thing? And the reason is we have hope. We have a hope that Jesus overcame that. Even though he died, even though he was crucified, he rose from the dead. He was resurrected.
One of the greatest thing about the whole account of Jesus's life, death, burial, and resurrection was that this guy literally all throughout his ministry, he's telling people that, hey, guess what? There's going to come a time when I'm going to die, but don't worry, I'm actually going to rise from the dead.
The Bible tells us, but God demonstrated his love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. This is the whole purpose of God's love, is Jesus.
And that's the amazing thing about the cross and how the meaning and the symbolism of the cross has changed in that one act of selfless love. Jesus, what he did on the cross, changed the ultimate symbol of death and torture and turned it into the symbol that we know now, which is a symbol of love, symbol of sacrifice, and ultimately a symbol of hope.
Those of us who believe in Jesus, we put our hope in the cross because we know that the cross, that death isn't the end anymore. We have hope that God has overcome all that Jesus has overcome death. And so that is what we can put our hope in.
Our encouragement to you guys this week really is when you're looking around what's going on, you know, the rising cases of COVID-19, in those moments when you're feeling worried or anxious, look to the cross. Look to the cross, because the cross is no longer that symbol of the end or the symbol of death, but it's a symbol of life and hope.
And so that's what we want to leave you with, is this sense of hope. We want to share this hope because we believe in Jesus. We know that Jesus is real and that he died for us, and we have this hope, but we want you to have this hope as well. We love you guys. We miss you. Stay safe out there.
Keep washing your hands.
Happy.
And we'll be posting more mini chapels as the week goes on, so keep looking out for those each week.
And if you have any questions, please send a message to us on Instagram or send a message to your homeroom teachers. Bye-bye.
Bye.